appreciate that. I'm Ms. Desai, Phil Kramer, 429 Canal Road. Ms. Desai, you outlined some really important points about charter schools, and I think everyone here knows, a strong supporter of our traditional public schools. Mr. Price, I understand your children.
Mr. Friesen.
Friesen,
F-R-Y-S-O-N. Yes.
Andre.
Yes, Andre Friesen.
Spell it again?
F-R-Y-S-O-N.
Oh, Friesen.
Yes.
Oh. I understand your children go to the charter schools, and it concerns me, especially someone who's interested in finance, that you're not going to try to be on the charter school board. You're being on the traditional public school board. We heard from Ms. Desai about the difference in money going to those various entities. So I'd like to hear from you and from every board member on their opinions of charter school versus public, what I call the traditional public schools.
Okay. So I have two kids. I have an 8-year-old son who's in the 3rd grade. He goes to Central Jersey College Prep. And then I have a 3-year-old daughter who's in pre-K, so she's not in the public school or at the charter school at this time.
She could be in our preschool free with busing.
And for her, and for her,
Point of order, Mr.
Sorry.
Friesen has the
no worries.
floor.
I would expect that, so that's not a problem.
I'm recruiting.
The reason that I do have her going to the school that she does go to is because it sets me up an opportunity with childcare to have her there on a full day with the times that I need, my wife and I need, for us to be able to go to work. So that works for our schedule. In terms of my son going to the charter school, I'll be very honest with you. I'm not pro charter school. I'm not against charter school. For me, I do like the idea that I had the choice to do what I want, what I thought was best for my kids. So it wasn't about having a problem with the public school. It wasn't about thinking the charter schools are so much better. My wife grew up in this town. She went to the public schools her whole life. She went to every school that's here. She graduated from Franklin High School. My brother-in-laws did the same thing. I'm from Jersey City. I went to private school. That's where my parents decided to send me. For me, the idea that the charter school right now is set up where my son is in the school where he was there from 1st grade. He went to Connolly kindergarten, but he's in that school from 1st to 12th grade. That to me made perfect sense for my family. So it wasn't that I felt that the public schools didn't have things from an educational standpoint that the charter schools offered. It was just the setup that charter school had that worked for my family. I work hours at work. I'm out of the door early in the morning. My day starts about 4 o'clock in the morning. My wife works in New York also, so her day is long. And just to be able to have my son in a school where he's establishing with the teachers there and with the faculty, and he's going to be there from 1st to 12th grade, that mirrors what I did growing up in school, and I just felt that
But
that
why are
worked
you
better
running
for
for
me.
a board that you're not,
I'm a
your child's not
taxpayer.
going to?
Right? I am a taxpayer. So, and like I mentioned in what I was saying, it is very important for me to focus on the financial aspect of it, right? So I've had spirited conversations with Ed, with Dr. Ravalli, and I've never, on one end, said it's all about charter schools. I've engaged with him to try to learn more about everything that's going on. I'm not pro one or the other. I think parents should have their choice. Should have more of a choice. If they decide to send their kids to a charter school, I don't want anybody to frown upon me. I don't want them to think I'm turning my back on the town budget, and I think that's the myth that a lot of people put out there to the community, and I don't think it's the right message to give. So for me, it just made sense for me to do it for my family. It just made more sense. But my tax dollars are still being used.
Economically sound.